Hello, fellow travellers and others. Well, what a day today's been. Today is day 6 of my NC500. I'm not liking the fact that I've not been able to trim the hair so you can see the receding hairline. Don't like that. But I meet my wife on Saturday and she does have my hair clippers with her. Or at least she should do. I put them in the bag. So today, as day 6, I left, well, a little bit south of Ullapool at about 9 o'clock this morning, wanting fully to do the Applecross Pass. Now, for those of you who don't know the Applecross Pass, it's part of the NC500 route. It was stunning, absolutely stunning. Every single road that I think I've done this week has been amazing. It started on the east coast because I went anti-clockwise around the whole thing. So it started on the east coast, going up the fairly big A roads that some people might say are boring, but actually I think it was a really good start to the NC500. So I'd recommend people do this that way round. So always go anti-clockwise from Inverness, I think. So yeah, the roads up from Inverness towards John O'Groats, beautiful, really nice. I had the best weather for it as well, so that always helped. Doing John O'Groats across to Durness and then back down to Ullapool, which was on Tuesday, I think. Yes, Tuesday. The last bit got a bit wet, but it was really good. I really enjoyed that. The bit from Ullapool to where I am now was just fantastic. Did have a bit of drama on the route. After I filled up at Kilcarnock, I think it is, somewhere like that. I joined a group of bikers. I did post a little video about this earlier. But that group of bikers, initially I was going to come past them all, thinking that they were going to be staying together and going fairly slow. In actual fact, they ended up going at a good old chat. So I ended up keeping pace with them quite nicely. It was good fun. Whilst keeping pace with them, unfortunately, one of their number did take a spin. He was coming around one of the corners on the single track road that is Applecross Pass. Hit a bit of gravel from what he thinks, from what I could see. And in hitting that bit of gravel, turned him into a bit of a tank slapper. He came down, he broke the pannier box off his Ducati. He broke the brake fluid reservoir off the front brakes. I think he might have damaged the forks as well because the bike went head first into a ditch, so I think there might have been some damage to the front forks with the way that happened. Bike landed on him. I stopped, we helped get the bike off him, make sure he was okay. We shifted the bike out of the ditch and put it in a sensible place. From that point on, there was a good gang of them, so they didn't need me hanging around once I'd done the lifting and shifting part. So I then went on my merry way, which was quite nice. I would really love to hear from him and make sure that he's okay, make sure that group were all right. I'd love to know whether he did attempt to ride it with only the rear brake as far as he could, but I really hope not, because coming out of Applecross on the NC500 anti-clockwise, it's a really steep downhill bit. Again, I've done a short about that because I came off it and I was really impressed. Scary trip because the cloud cover was quite low when I got there. So anyway, after the Applecross, I've then come through towards Skye, and I'm on the road from Skye that takes me back down to Invergarry, which is where my next overnight layoff is. Really enjoying this. I've just stopped at Glengarry viewpoint. I'll flip the camera so you can see what I can. Look at that. What a viewpoint, eh? I have really enjoyed this week as well. It's been really good fun. Something I've wanted to do for a really long time, and as I've just admitted to my wife, I might now be on board with her getting a camper van so that I can meet her wherever she wants to go on the motorbike. She takes the camper van, I take the motorbike. We both get something that we enjoy, which would be nice. So I might actually be on board with that now. Little Volkswagen camper van or something. Maybe even convert a van ourselves. Don't know. we'll think about it and we'll come back to that at some point later. Anyway, as I've already said, I'm staying in Invergary. I'm actually going to go for a decent pub grub tonight. And then tomorrow I'll be coming back the other way on this road to get back up to Skye to do the last bit between the Skye Bridge and Inverness, which is the last bit of the NC500. Once I've got to Inverness, I'm then going to follow the Great Glen Way alongside of the Loch Ness down to Fort William, where I've got my final overnight stop before my wife and kids get up here, and I'm going to wait in Fort William until they get there, and then I can do the last bit of the journey with them, which will be fun. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching. I'd really hope people have enjoyed this vlog system that I've been doing on YouTube. I've quite enjoyed doing them, so I'm going to keep them going if I can. But any comments that you've got, throw the comments in the chat here, because any feedback would be great for me. Other than that, I shall leave you all in peace. I am Toast, and I have travelled.